Just waiting for Amy. We're going to her dad's new house. Got a dress on that. We're here. In here. I don't want to film in the house, but there it is. And a massive garden here, look. Solar panels.
That's the forward panel. That's the back panel. Yeah, so just forward and back. Easy peasy. Yeah, there you go. That's a foot brake that you don't use those. So yeah, there's nothing to show you really. That's the forward and back pedal. So when you start it, the throttle's right up here. And there's only one other button, or two other buttons really. This is not cutting the grass, so you're just motoring around like you're in a quad. And then when you want the blades to engage, you press that, you lift that up, and you start cutting grass. And what I discovered was that you can't reverse while you're cutting grass without pressing that button. So reversing is hit the reverse pedal, but just before you do that, hit that button, otherwise the engine cuts out. That's all we think so.
That's cutting.
That's cutting down is just tuning around. So just tune around.
Bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I met you like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love.
I'm all shook up. Amy's gonna watch a classic.
Well, you think it's a classic.
Does anyone else love this? Amy's never watched it properly, and she said she hates it. Let's see. Is it working?
Yeah. See how dark the water is?
So we went and seen Amy's dad yesterday.
Yeah, that was nice. The new
Turn it
place
down a little bit. Sorry.
The new place is nice.
It's a really nice house, isn't it? I reckon if he wasn't renting that place, you're talking 700-800 grand easy,
Yeah.
just for where it is. I got to go on the little tractor, which Amy only filmed like the last bit when I was driving off. Did a bit of grass cutting. Matthew's on his last week of school, so he's nearly at the end. And George has only got up to Thursday next week. But Matthew's not happy that he's got sports day this week, and I don't blame him, to be honest. It's too hot.
Yeah.
And we're like in the, what I would class this as the second heat wave we've had, really. Maybe third, because we had one in March, didn't we? A slight one. So it's very hot.
It's alright, it's my birthday in a couple of weeks and it'll be raining. It always rains on my birthday.
And we've got the British Gas guy coming to do the border check today. So yeah, Amy had a little clean with her vax thing that she bought. Have you just hung out the cushions? She's washed the cushions. So it says don't wash them, but what you meant to do with George living here. So she's washed them.
Come out fine.
Yeah, I don't see what the problem is, why they're like, don't wash them.
Do you know?
Sofa cushions like this is another matter because you can't get the foam back in once you take them out.
You know, I remember when Mum did that with our sofa, and the sofa never looked the same afterwards, because even though obviously she didn't tumble dry them, she hung them on the line. It was a battle for every single cushion to get back in to zip it up, and then it just never looked the same afterwards.
Yeah, you meant to wash them in situ, didn't you, like on top, like you did with the Vax thing she's bought. So, and Winnie is better.
Yay!
She was unwell for like 4 days, 5 days maybe. She's back eating now, and back to her normal jumping around self where she wasn't. So, yeah, I've got 1 more week of work, 4 days of work. Thank goodness. And England semi-final tomorrow night. Argentina, the old enemy.
What time is it on?
8 o'clock. I'm at work, but work have been putting it on for us. Mind you, I didn't tell you the other day that the IT woman that puts it on, she put it on for us, but then she hovered the mouse over the start button on the computer that she does it on, so the TV screen is half covered in like the menu. And I messaged her and said, is there any chance you can move the mouse? About an hour later she went, sorry, and moved it. I was like, it's alright, we only went to see half the screen. I don't think she watches the vlog anyway, but if she does, you know who you are. Don't mess it up again. Yeah, Winnie's not so bad now. But Amy's watching Homes Under the Hammer.
Love a bit of Homes Under the Hammer.
Bit of Dion. What are you looking at? It's got a tick.
No. Oh, it's a nipple, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, did you make a bed knobs and broomsticks? She didn't watch it all, to be fair. I stayed up and finished it. You missed the best bit at the end, really. The battle at the end.
You shouldn't have to wait for the best bit at the end of the film. I was just sort of like... Maybe it was a different film that I'm thinking of then, when Dick Van Dyke and some blonde woman are like pretending to be dolls singing to the king.
Is that not the Child Snatcher?
Yeah.
That's not Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, is it?
I don't know what.
What film is that? If anyone knows, I know the film you mean, where it's got the child catcher.
Dolls going, what do you see, man, and looking at me?
Yeah, what film's that off?
I thought that was that.
If anyone thinks of it, write it down in the comments. Next time we go to your dad's, if we do go next week, I'll try to get a bit of more on lawnmower footage.
Yeah, so
it's
with
fun.
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, I can't say that it was better than the 2001 Space Odyssey, because what on earth was that about?
I made Amy watch. Well, she said she wanted to watch. I told her it wasn't her bag.
No, what we said was...
I did say, though.
Find something to watch. I couldn't find anything, and then I said, I'll just put on that film.
If anyone's seen 2001 Space Odyssey, it's like as if Stanley Kubrick was on LSD when he wrote the script.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of interpretations of the film as well, so if you haven't seen it, I would advise to watch it if you've never seen it. Amy wouldn't, obviously, but she's struggling with the heat still. She doesn't help that she keeps lying on the sofa, though.
But yeah, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. I might finish it, I don't know.
If anyone else has seen it, let us know what you think, what your favourite, maybe old school Disney film is, not so much a
when
cartoon.
You said it was sort of on par with Mary Poppins.
Yeah, it's probably not as good as Mary Poppins, but it's good.
If I had to rate it, give it up to a 5-star rating, I'd rate it
Well, out of 10.
Out of 10? 2.5.
Oh, that's shocking. I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Shut up.
For how good it is.
No way. No
you got to
way.
bear in mind, it was 1971 when that
yes,
came out.
I know, but then when you watch Mary Poppins, you're like, this is a great film. You can easily give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's perfection. But that's just...
But anyway, it was nice to see Amy's dad yesterday. We can't really take Georgia because there's so much stuff. There's a lot of outbuildings. They've got stuff in, and we don't want George to be... And a pond, and... gardening and machinery equipment everywhere. It'd be a very dangerous place to take George, really.
Yeah.
Unless I was on him the whole time. And And it's about a 30-40 minute drive from us. It's near Liskeard, so it's in Cornwall. It's not that far, but it's a 40-minute drive. So next week when George is at school, we might take Matthew down. He said he was keen to go down and see Grandad Barry down there, so maybe we'll pop down next week.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe the Wednesday, if Heather's going to have him on the Wednesday, would be better because we ain't got to rush back quite so quick.
Yeah.
We'll see if she has him this week first. But anyway, penultimate week for George, last week for Matthew of school.
Last week as well.
I'm kind of ready for the summer holiday, to be honest. I'm fed up of doing school runs. I know, like, we got to entertain George at home, but at the minute he's hard to get out the door to go to school. So I think it'd be easier to deal with being at home at the minute than going up and down to school.
Maybe.
But yeah, still no message from British Gas. They send you an appointment 12 till 6, and I was really praying that they'd be here between 12 and 3 so that George is out of the way. It didn't take him long last time. It took him like half hour, 40 minutes, but it's just a yearly inspection of the boilers, make sure it's all right, which I'm sure it is. So yeah, I'm hoping they'll come in the next hour and get it out of the way. But normally they text and say when they're coming, and they haven't come yet, so they haven't texted or messaged or emailed or nothing, so they'll probably come at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock when I'm going to work. But anyway, we'll see what happens when they get here. Just remembered what film it was where Amy did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And Amy said she's never watched that all the way through, so we'll try to get to watch that at some point. It's a childhood classic. What's better, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, or Mary Poppins? Put it down in the comments, let us know what you think. I would go probably with Mary Poppins. The other two are about the same to me. Like, animated to a degree, but they're obviously mostly like film, but they're like the films that we watched as kids. Anyway, well, I did anyway, being born in 81, so. Did you watch them? Did you like them? Let us know. So Amy enjoyed the temperature going up to 32 degrees when the British Gas was here.
You know what, I didn't remember, I can't even think straight. I didn't remember that they did that, like tested the heating.
Well, yeah, he has to.
I bent down to put some food in Winnie's bowl, and I was like, that is so offensive.
So we put the heating on for about half an hour, and it was up to like 32 within like 5 minutes. He said you can't even put the boost on it, it'll only go up half a degree because it was already on 32.
I said,
or something like that.
Corinne rang me, and I said, do you want to hear something funny? And she was like, always. And I said, the British Gas man's here doing whatever, like servicing the boiler or whatever, and the heating's on. I said, I think even my eyeballs are sweating.
It was hot in here. It's gone back down to 29 now though, so at least it's cooled down a bit.
Jamie said, can you not escape to a cafe? I said, I wouldn't do that to Adam.
Oh, and George is here running around like a maniac. And we got the guy to fix the Hive hub. So now that's working on the app.
Lovely.
So that's good.
I've forgotten what it's like to be cold.
Don't worry, it'll be soon enough and we'll be months of cold and wet. Anyway. So yeah, that's all done for another year, so we ain't got to worry about that. And he was good as gold, the bloke. I told him that the Hive wouldn't connect to the phone.
Can we book it in winter next time?
So he put a new hub in and a new the thing that goes between the internet and upstairs. I had replaced the Ethernet cable and it didn't solve the issue, and he said no, the hub had probably, when we had like a little power cut, it's blown like the little hub, so he's changed that, so that's good. So at least now we can turn the heating on in the winter when we're out and coming home, rather than wait till we get in. So that's all done. So yeah, right, we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.